Seriously.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Thoughts Count Anywhere, coming to you live from the WWDBTV studios in Las Vegas. We appreciate you tuning in and making us part of your Saturday. The crew is here. Studio 1A, we have the historian, Mr. Thomas Burnett, and our special in-studio guest today, the one, the only, Ms. Brandy Lowry. And, of course, the three ringleaders up here, well, Matt, Chief, and myself. Chief would like to, and I agree, we didn't give him much time. Let's talk about Matt Cardona and how he's really reinvented himself.
Put some respect on that name.
Since he retired Zack Ryder.
I'm trying to be nice to you, man.
He's the best territory wrestler in 2022.
He fucking sucks.
Come on.
Anyway.
If he doesn't come back at the Royal Rumble, you're going to have a lot of freaking explaining to do at Sandstown.
This is what I was seriously talking to Matt with. With Chelsea leaving Impact and going to WWE, and as I asked you, I don't see Matt staying at Impact. I see him going back to WWE. But you made a couple comments to me that I think need to be said on the air.
He has so many like side projects going between like the podcast. He has like his own toy lines now and stuff. And he said multiple times he will go back to WWE, but he will not give any of that stuff up. Mm-hmm. So if Triple H says you can still do like your toy lines and podcasts and all that, he said he'd gladly go back. He wants to prove himself there anyway.
Mm-hmm. I think Hunter will let him keep it all.
Say again?
I think Hunter will let him keep it all.
Yeah, but Hunter's only in charge of creative. It's Vince McMahon's in charge now.
Could it be a breaking point for professional wrestlers who are independent contractors, unless they've signed a contract, to be allowed to finally sell their own merchandise, their own figures, the whole 9 yards? Is that hopefully possibly be the opening that they need, like to be able to bring Mandy Rose back into the fold?
It's like Cardona and Myers have like their own like toy line, and they'll sign like certain like they're huge people of like the Hasbro like figures, and like Adam Bomb never got his own figure, so they signed Brian Clark to a contract, and they made the Adam Bomb figure that never came out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I think when you compare a toy line to what is perceived by WWE, the egregious act of what Mandy Rose was doing with OnlyFans, I still think there's a little apples to orange comparison just for those two instances.
I don't know, because I didn't look at it, so
but you know what OnlyFans is, right? I mean, seriously, it's a serious question.
I would assume that it's Big Mama. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I would assume that. And I think Big Mama's bigger than Mandy, to be honest with you, up top.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah.
Down low.
Yeah.
But anyway.
God forbid. Is Mom still in the chat?
I sure to God.
Doesn't matter now.
Man, I hope not.
It doesn't matter because you can go back and watch it.
I know.
I'll clip it.
Don't tell him. Hush.
But
That's all right. Our feed went down 20 minutes ago.
We've just been entertaining ourselves. Is that what you're saying? So, well, that's not hard to do anyway.
I just went
didn't
to
go
the
live?
studio.
Huh?
Anyway.
We didn't? No. What the hell's up with that shit?
I think. John, take your headset off. I want you to come up here and let him know you were only joking. It's all okay. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This is JPEG. This is John.
This is my man right here.
Okay,
my fellow Marine.
So
I was just kidding.
That we give so much trouble to, but man, is he dynamite.
And I just want to let you know that this squid here, right?
Yep.
Was one of the best chauffeurs that I ever had.
Damn right. And
you guys used to take us everywhere. Thank you.
And you know what?
Driving Mr. Daisy.
I was only kidding. We're still broadcasting.
When he looked,
not anymore.
When he looked at his checks that he used to get every 2 weeks, it said Department of the Navy, not Department of the Marine Corps either. just to clarify,
Yeah, you're a department.
just to clarify.
You're a
Okay,
department. We're a force.
a fart. I didn't say that.
Anyway, what were we? I don't even know what the hell
Hey,
we're talking about.
but
It
you
just
know
doesn't
what?
matter, 'cause- but let's go back to Mark.
On a serious note, on a serious note,
The greatest territory wrestler of this generation, Matt Cardona.
Mr. John,
Trash Cardona.
seriously, on a serious,
Mitch Cardona.
Mr. John
Yes, sir.
is doing a fantastic job. You know, as you said, and we've said, not many live shows, so we're working through the bugs, and we'll eventually
Including
have.
John, we're testing him to the degree.
Yeah.
Like if you kissed the
testing his
new
patience.
producer's ass more than you did the other one in 2
Hey,
years.
we even got a coffee pot back there and a refrigerator
Yeah.
and a refrigerator filled with
Studio 1A.
water.
And indoor plumbing.
Yes.
But
And
don't
I'm
have to
gonna
go
give a
through a
shout
living
out to. There are many live shows being broadcast on social media.
500.
Bitch, look around.
Oh, Lord.
That's.
Oh, here we go.
I
All
hope
right.
that- hold on. I hope that statement's going to make it around social media.
All right. Where are we at
Oh,
here?
who gives a shit? We've totally lost the show. Welcome to Las Vegas News, everybody.
You can call us at BR549.
That's right.
Hey, I got a call from Elon Musk. He was interested in buying it. They're going to shut us down and fire everybody.
I was going to say he'll bury us like the tunnel. But anyway, did you want to say more about Matt Cardona?
No, I
Did you even
think-
get started?
I think
We've covered that?
we got the point we wanted to
All
get
right,
out.
very good.
But I did take notice. MLW has figures of Hammerstone and Carrying Cross now for $39.95 coming out, folks. Just to let you know.
Let's go to Matt's favorite topic, Alexa Bliss.
Giggity.
Thoughts on Alexa Bliss?
Do we have to?
Thoughts on herself?
I thought John was going to the bathroom.
I
to
thought
take
so. I thought he was running out.
Yeah,
with his
because
head
of
on fire.
Alexa Bliss.
Bliss called herself the new face of fear. She was also called the most underrated wrestler in WWE by Bleacher Report. Do you agree? I don't want to say underrated, but the last year she really hasn't wrestled like she did previously. So I don't know if underrated is the right word. Underutilized in the ring, maybe.
Yeah, like underutilized in the ring for sure. She's a real talented like female wrestler, but she's like moving more focused on like doing all this character stuff because
The acting
she
side.
eventually wants to get into movies and
Right.
stuff, which this will probably be a good gateway for her.
Mhm.
But I don't know if I really want to see like her go back to the Bray Wyatt stuff.
That's what I was
but-
going to ask you.
I don't. I'm so over that.
That's what I was. But if you look at her character that she's doing right now, the last week seeing the guys with the mask on and all that, to me, that's Bray Wyatt stuff.
It was kind of funny when she was like, "I'm the new face of evil," and I'm like, "You're way too pretty for this."
Well, here's where I see a disconnect, and I'm going to throw it over to 1A to get their thoughts on this. When we saw Bray go away in the match with Randy Orton and Alexa pops up on the blocks and the
Right.
black and all that stuff,
Right.
you had that there. Now, that means she kind of took over the evil force, so to speak, I believe, at that point, because
Yeah.
Bray was gone, right? Now we're seeing her come back in this capacity. There, in my opinion, again, guys over there in 1A, does it make sense that Alexa would be quote unquote under Bray Wyatt's spell, given what happened the last time we saw them together, where she should be the power? What's your thoughts on keeping things consistent with the two of them?
Consistent? Really?
Well, that's why I'm
I don't
asking the
care for
question.
it, so I'd rather see Alexa do her own thing and get away from the Bray Wyatt stuff. It's
She should be
just-
on her own, but
I want to see the goddess Alexa Bliss become champion.
I think she'll be champion. I think she's going to beat Bianca here soon.
Okay. All right. Just food for thought on that. I agree. I'd like to see Alexa get back to wrestling and getting back to her own story.
Yeah.
I think this thing with Bray Wyatt has gone too long in many ways, and I think it's time that she goes back to standing on her own 2 feet and doing her thing as the wrestler performer that she is.
Got a question.
Sure.
Got a question. Is Bray going to be the force, or is Uncle Howdy going to be the force?
Well, if you watched SmackDown last night, Bray
said-
Wyatt did say he is Uncle Howdy directly in his promo.
Do you believe that?
I don't know how it's going to lead, but I did read somewhere that Bo Dallas was backstage on Raw So if Uncle Howdy happened to come out, you know who it is.
Well, but Uncle Howdy came out with Bray in the ring a couple of weeks ago and took him down, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, again, I think I don't want to see the disconnect there. I just having it
That's-
come out that he's everybody, I think waters down that entire plot line.
That's-
Regardless of who eventually may come out from under the mask and we see Bo or whoever. I think right now, if you position Bray to be, and he's not wrestling because he has a broken finger. So they're trying to keep these storylines alive. At least that's what they're saying until Royal Rumble.
Bray has a broken finger.
Yeah, he broke his finger on the house show a couple of weeks
Madison
ago.
Square Garden.
And,
Right.
and that's keeping him from wrestling.
Well, it depends on how bad the break is and where it is.
Fucking tape it up.
Rub some
Shit.
dirt on it. What the hell do we know?
But he's
Let's
supposed
see.
to
What
have
are we
that
talking about
lights out
next?
See,
match.
that's what's wrong with these big ass contracts. That's what's wrong with it. Okay. Oh, I'm hurt. I'm injured. I can't wrestle. I got a broken finger. Please give me a break.
Lights out
Give
match.
me a break.
Lights out. Is that the Mountain Dew lights match?
Yes.
Yeah.
What the hell? I mean,
Where are we
maybe
at?
In the middle. No, we're on back.
We're still on
Still
the
other
front
side.
page. Oh, we haven't made it to the back
Not
yet.
yet. We'll do that after break.
All right.
Um,
Okay, I'm getting there.
Was it? Has
Put the
any
cheaters
details
on.
been given about what this lights out match is going to be, other than the obvious two words like there'll be no lights on? I mean, really? I mean,
Who
or are
the-
they going to be blindfolded and hooded? What do you think?
Who's wrestling in it?
That's
Bray and
LA Knight.
LA Knight.
Thomas, what do you think?
Yeah.
What are we going
Oh.
to see?
Yeah.
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 Buddy.
Eli
Yeah.
Drake. Yeah.
Guys, over
LA
there in 1A.
Knight.
Hello.
Well, I was waiting for them to stop. That's why.
When has that ever
Yeah.
stopped you? When has that
I
ever
know.
stopped
Well,
any
I'm
of
trying to
us?
be polite for once.
If you speak up in the microphone, people could hear you, sir.
I think they can hear me just
Thank
fine.
you.
I haven't had any complaints yet.
Let me make a phone call.
Yeah, get his working. So, what are your thoughts? What are we going to see in this match? What does this mean?
Nothing.
What do you
Just
mean,
noises.
Nothing.
Yeah, just hear noises.
I think it's going to be like a black light on them.
So, like the red light in the cage that Seth and Bray did
No,
years
I
ago.
don't
I
like
think
that. I
hoodies.
mean like a black light
Put
feel.
things on them.
Like you have to be able to see something,
Right,
or they're not going to be
exactly.
able to
Right.
have a match.
Maybe they'll be hooded.
I think they're legit going to turn the lights off, but between everybody's like phones, you'll be able to see something.
Yeah, well, because all the fireflies, you know.
Where does Mountain Dew come?
But do we-
Mountain Dew Pitch Black Match is the official title.
Probably
Yeah.
because Mountain Dew is
They're coming out
sponsoring
with a new
that
flavor.
match.
Yeah.
That's true,
The
right?
sponsor.
That they announced like 3 weeks before this match was announced.
Good, Chief.
Do you have to go to the bathroom, Chief?
No, I tied a knot in it.
He's got the pens for that.
Anyway, what I was going to see, I remember seeing a match back some time ago that
Yes.
they put hoods on
Yes.
and they had to go around. and
Yes.
I think
Wasn't that
that's
just
what
called
it's
a
going to be.
blindfold match?
I think
Correct.
that's what it's going to be.
They showed like the
didn't
lights,
they have
like
one of those with like Rick Martel and Jake the Snake
Yeah.
Roberts?
Correct.
they showed like in the commercial, like the
Triple H
lights
Wheeler.
being out in the arena. though.
Mhm.
Well, that
So,
could be
I don't
too.
know.
Well, we'll see. I mean, that's what's adding the
Or
intrigue.
we won't see.
Well, we won't see. That's right.
Or it
You
could be in
won't
the
see
back.
But we have
It's gonna be
535
numbers.
reasons.
But during Bray
Oh.
Wyatt's promo, like this little QR code thing came up, and it was like a picture of the Fiend if you clicked on the thing. So
Oh, really?
who knows what we might
Who
see.
knows? All right. With that, y'all, we're going to step aside for our first break of the second hour. We thank you for hanging in with this crazy group over here that we have. You are watching Thoughts Count Anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Because the chief said so.
This is the story of one man's incredible journey from 350 to 200-pound weight loss and his mission to help and inspire others. Aaron Phillips. People are praising Aaron's new book with 5-star reviews. Aaron's various humorous and wildly entertaining stories portray his rise as a sports announcer, his encounters with exotic and irregular entertainers on the Las Vegas Strip through his long-running Vegas Unwrapped radio show, and his contagious and positive style of pursuing success. Call now or visit our website or Amazon now to get your copy of Let My Voice Speak to You, stories from a Hall of Fame radio personality. Order now.
Hi, I'm George Miklos.
Hi, I'm Rick Upchurch.
Hi, I'm Aaron Phillips, and we are
The Round Table. Check us out
Thursdays at 4 p.m. Pacific Time Live.
on Facebook page as well as WWDBTV.
And we're back.
Welcome back
Think
to
so, huh?
We don't know.
Maybe we're live and maybe
Leave the
we're not.
journal
Who
under
the
the
hell
table.
knows?
Please.
I don't know.
It's
All right.
Memorex.
It's
Oh.
that's oh my goodness.
All right, where are we at here?
Matt Hardy said on his podcast that he thinks Brock Lesnar has more star power than John Cena.
Matt Hardy's. Matt, have you been around Jeff too long? Do you need to go into rehab or what? Huh? Do you need to go into are you serious? You really said that?
You really said that, yeah?
I'm losing respect for you because there's no way Lesnar's got as much star power as Cena. I'm sorry.
Brandy.
How many? Wait.
I'm sorry, yeah.
How many Make-A-Wishes has John Cena done?
Record numbers.
And how many has Brock Lesnar done? Don't know. Enough said.
As a bad guy, though, he probably kept kayfabe, so he would never do any of that as a heel. But you're right. Listen, just as a person, the Today Show and all the movies.
I'm throwing it out there.
I think Peacemaker's all you need to say about draw power. Brandy, you kind of chuckled at the question over there.
You are
I
correct.
really don't give a crap about either one of them. They both bore me to death. So, John Cena, I like him for his charity work, but they both can go away.
So, Brandon, I'm going to ask you a multiple choice question. Most boring wrestler in your mind, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, or Goldberg?
Oh, Goldberg.
That was an easy setup.
Goldberg gone.
Easy setup.
That
there.
man should never ever wrestle again. He's too dangerous ever.
Hey, I got one to bring up.
Sure.
I heard and read, and you can only believe so much in what you read, but I heard that Sting's going to retire this year finally. He's gonna.
I did not see
He's
that.
going to hang the boots up.
All right.
I think that's a good idea.
I do too.
I think it's time.
Although I
I'll
like
believe it when I see it.
although I like him with Darby Allin.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, but
Okay,
I think
really
it's a
do.
good idea.
in that
But I
aspect,
think he's going to be around forever like Flair.
not wrestling,
Right.
but
As an advisor in his corner.
as a Arn Anderson or a Tully Blanchard, I like that.
I don't think anybody will have any issue if Sting decides to retire from active wrestling in the ring. If he's still around like he's doing with Allen, I think everybody would be happy with that.
Yes,
Speaking
sir.
of Tully, did you see that he said that he's done? He's done with wrestling.
I did see that.
Yes.
He doesn't want to. But I think I could be wrong, but I think the words he used, embarrassing, or didn't want to embarrass himself.
I think that was a jab at his friend Ric Flair
Not the
there.
way- exactly. So, all right. Next topic. It's hard to believe this, but WrestleMania has already broken the all-time gate record for the event before a single match has even been announced for WrestleMania 39. I think that's crazy off the charts.
And just think about it. They got 5 months.
Right.
Can you believe that?
Sure.
5 whole months.
You are so confused.
5 whole months till May.
There's only 4 lights.
They got 5 months. Can you believe that?
No, I can't.
I think it's awesome.
It's a spectacle. It goes by name only now. It doesn't
We're gonna
matter
be
what-
This show is a spectacle.
We're gonna
I
be
think,
a
that,
day,
but I also think that
we're gonna be a day late and
I
a dollar
think that
short.
the big rumor of Rock versus Roman is catching on in the whole LA crowd, and
Yeah, sure. And I agree with that. I think the prospect of Rock and
What the
Roman, belt or otherwise, doesn't really matter.
doesn't need a title.
Yeah, that match does not need a title because we know the title that really will be up for grabs, and that's head of the table.
Head of the table.
Right.
Mhm.
So I think the build up for
And I
that.
think it would be the Rock's last hurrah match.
Oh, I agree. Chief.
Mountain Dew Pitch Black match.
We
What the
talked about
hell's
that
the
last
what the
segment.
hell's
I've
the
read- I've
what
read
the
it before.
what the
6
hell's
times.
the new soda called? Mountain
Pitch
Dew.
Black? Mountain Dew Pitch Black is the name of the soda.
I wonder how much Mountain Dew or Pepsi, whoever owns them, is paying.
You know
Not
what?
only
Yes,
being on
Pepsi
that-
though, Mountain Dew.
paying not only for this, but just for that match.
You know what? I would much rather have a
With winners paid in cases of the new
wait a
soda.
minute. I'm trying to think of the damn name of the soda.
He's like, I'd rather have a 1942 cream soda.
Hey,
Lights in.
hires root beer.
Knee high.
Oh, how about Yoo-Hoo?
You.
Me for Yoo-Hoo.
Do you remember the commercial back east? He used to do the commercial for that one for Yoo-Hoo. Do you remember?
Mickey.
That no.
Ralph
Right.
Nader.
Nope. Shut up. Right team, wrong position. Number 8,
Garrick?
Yogi.
Yogi.
Yogi used to do that commercial
Yeah.
for you.
Yogi.
By the way, mark your calendars
We still
for
sell you.
March 24th.
Yes.
Las Vegas is going to be hosting SmackDown. Where, Mr. Matt?
The MGM Grand Garden Arena.
Put it on your calendar. Tickets will be going on sale soon.
Next Friday.
That's what I said, Friday of the 20th of January, like a week from yesterday. See what happens. See how I twisted that. Anyway, so check it out. Put it on your calendar. We're going to listen. Hopefully TCA is going to be there in full force. Some force. Yes, sir.
You need to do an announcement about our show at Samstown.
When WWE comes, we tend to get screwed over in this town a lot.
With our fellow founding father.
I got something to say before you start the kiss ass session.
How about that one? That was pretty good.
I don't have to say anything. You just did it. Just give him the dates.
3/4
Thomas.
half-timers.
He's like, you really
February
should
20
announce the Samstown show, the February 24th and 25th upstairs in the Broom. You really should announce that, though.
And I think TCA
With the Impact people and Willie Galt there, really should announce this stuff.
25th and 26th the card show. 24th, 25th, and 26th is Impact.
And I think that's
the 24th is the pay-per-view.
Correct.
If only we had a flyer here in the studio that had all the information for us, we might actually have the correct information. Oh, we need the teletype. This just in. Samstown Sports Cards Toy and Collectible Show, sponsored by Power Play Sports Collectibles. Impact No Surrender. That's Friday. Impact Fallout Saturday. Impact Fallout Sunday, night number 2. Sponsors Impact Game Day Sports Card, Captain Ticket, My Four Sons, the Pop Shack, and I cannot read what that one is. Ganman Designs. I apologize.
Ganman Designs.
Chadman Designs.
Chadman. That looks like a G. They need somebody to fix that font for a design company. Anyway.
And Finley Mazda also just came on board.
Did they really?
Yes.
And the other flyer, Thoughts Count Anywhere.
And on the new one, if you've seen the digital version, Thoughts Count Anywhere, we'll be hosting our show live from 9 to 11 a.m. from the card, and from 12 to 1, some guy named Aaron Zauer will be hosting his show. Oh, I saw the clip of that. That was absolutely bananas. Saturday, February 25th, and Sunday the 26th is the card show, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. $5 admission, Samstown Hall, hotel and gambling, casino and all that stuff. 5111 Boulder Highway. Just go to Power Play Sports Collectibles and you'll see all the information.
Can I be on the show
And
that time?
come out because Chief will be signing autographs too.
And they'll be paying you to do it. Anyway, 2 things left.
We're too busy, Chief. You don't have time to sign autographs.
2 things left on the WWE report that I want to mention. Adam Pearce confirms that, and I think we talked about this earlier, undisputed tag team titles will be separated, as Judgment Day will get a shot at the Raw tag team titles, and the Bang Brothers. They will be trying to find the number 1 contenders for the SmackDown titles. We kind of touched on that earlier. But the last one I want to mention, because William Regal, we all know more or less, is back with WWE in a backstage role. His title is Vice President of Global Talent Relations. However, from what I read earlier in the week, he cannot appear on television for about a year, given his contract with AEW, and that was part of the agreement for him to be released from AEW to return to WWE.
I don't think
that is correct.
I don't think that makes any difference. Okay. I think a genius mind. Okay, and he is going to be able to bring so much and help both Triple H and Shawn Michaels on creativity and working with young wrestlers and developing. In my mind, there's not a better person in the business that fits that.
I think we're all in agreement with that. His TV appearances, even when he was in NXT prior, was rather minimal, because he was there. Now he would maybe announce a match here or there. Yes. But I think you're right. I think behind the scenes, it's not going to change anything from previous. It's just going to continue to
in this new role, he has to be at every TV taping.
Oh, there you go.
I just wanted him to come out on TV and say 2 words. War games!
Well, if they record him saying that and they hear his voice, would that violate the contract? He doesn't come out, or he does it backstage.
Probably not, because he's not appearing.
Wait a minute, what's it say? He can't be in front of the camera.
Right.
Until 2024.
So then he can't be on camera backstage either.
No, but they give him a microphone to welcome everybody like a stage announcer. And that, just be behind the curtain and just welcome everybody to the show. He doesn't have to be on camera.
Oh, okay. Okay. If you say
it's
so.
like the British Wizard of Oz.
All right, let's go to the last night.
Where we at?
There was a big pay-per-view last night for Impact.
Hey, it was awesome.
So why don't we start off with the first match? Josh Alexander retained his title against Bully Ray.
I was surprised. I honestly thought Bully Ray was going to win the title.
Me too.
Now I'm completely expecting him to win it in Vegas.
Bully Ray?
Why would that be? Why would you think? Why are you expecting?
Because it's
that?
the next show. He's going to get a rematch. He's going to cheat somehow to win.
Okay.
I think Bully Ray is going to walk out Vegas Impact World Champion.
Okay. You heard it first. Let's go over to 1A. What's your thoughts on that match from last night? Hey, Principe. Good morning, sir.
I was very surprised that Alexander retained. I thought they would have Bully win.
You really was surprising.
And then have like Alexander chase. But we'll see where it goes after tapings tonight.
Okay. Brandy?
I didn't watch.
Okay.
I'm giving you my opinion.
No,
I didn't
that's
see
fine.
it, so I don't know.
Yeah, but you can still give an opinion on him winning or not, or whether.
I don't know. I like Josh Alexander, and I think Bully is Bully.
Okay.
Just-
Frankie Kazarian, as you mentioned earlier, signed a long-term
Chief had
contract with
something to say.
Impact. What? You said it before. But go ahead, give your thoughts. I thought you said earlier in the show about that. Go ahead. Josh Alexander and Bully.
I think the director of authority is going to come out and put Bully in line.
And then he goes to the table.
And Josh Alexander is going to retain his belt again.
Here in Vegas?
Here in Vegas.
Will
yes.
they bring out the snake?
Yeah. Do we get the snake?
I just want the director of authority
can.
to come upstairs at Sam's Town around 9 o'clock that Saturday.
If we can get him.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If we can get him.
We're going to have to task our good friend Scott to see what we can do with lining up some
And he's
folks.
allowed, and he can go by Santino Morella because WWE let that trademark lapse.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yes, that's right.
That's it.
So they don't have to worry about changing his name. He can go by Santino Morella with no implications.
That's right.
Isn't his daughter in
Yes.
professional
I
wrestling?
believe she's in.
think
Isn't
she's
she in
in
NXT?
NXT.
I believe she's down in
She in
NXT.
NXT.
What?
Santino. Sorry to wake.
Oh, I was just looking at the dumbest thing I've seen on the internet.
You
in a
up or
minute.
what?
Santino
I'm going to talk
Morella's
so much shit in a good second.
Santino Morella's daughter is in NXT.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I asked.
That's what he
Ariana
was
Grace.
asking.
Ariana Grace?
Mhm.
Okay. The main event, Mickey James' last rodeo, continued as she beat Jordan Grace for the knockout title for Impact. So Mickey James continues her
I
last
like the
rodeo.
little Barbie face on her.
Oh,
Matt is not a fan of Jordan Grace.
Disgusting.
oh. Mickey ain't going to win it. The odds were what?
Yeah,
What
and
was the odds?
they were in Jordan's favor.
Huh?
So if you would have bet money on Jordan Grace, we would have lost big time last night.
And who won the belt?
Mickey won.
Thank you.
I'm actually happy for Mickey
I
because
rest
I
my
think
case.
with
I
her
will
long-
get to see her again, and I will have the shirt on. Yes, indeedy. Sorry.
No. You're. Oh.
Am I okay? Do I need to keep rolling here?
Did you just? Is that what
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
responding to?
Yeah, he's going to take care of that. Anyway, no, I really think that I think it'll be a good match. But I think there comes a time, and Bully, looking at him last night, he looks in good shape.
Yeah.
He looks in good shape.
lost over there. We don't even care.
I just think that the time has come. Okay, and I think Josh just needs to retain the belt. That's what I think. So,
I think he's been champion too long. They need
I
a new
thought we were talking
champion,
about
and
Mickey.
Bully Ray should be it.
how about Hendry? Is Hendry a possibility?
I believe in Joe Hendry.
No.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
I had to bring it up.
I think he got new
I had to
music.
bring it up.
No, I love Joe Hendry's entrance music. Don't change it.
Let me look this up. I think I got the logo says getting music.
Oh man.
And our host, Aaron, has given up.
No.
No,
I'm letting them do their thing, and I'm letting something sink in that I'm withholding on. Anyway, what's the next topic we want to talk about?
Frankie
I thought we were
Kazarian.
Thought we were talking about Mickey.
Frankie. Oh, Mickey. Okay, we'll go to Mickey.
We thought we were talking about her, and then you started talking about Bully again.
Okay, well, I can do what I want.
Mickey James beat-
Because the chief says so.
Mickey James beat Jordan Grace. That's where we were in the middle.
Mickey James and Jordan. You know what? Jordan's power and Mickey's finesse. All right. And that's the best way I can put it. I watched it last night, and I'm gonna tell you what. I know Matt's feelings on Jordan, and
That's how I feel about Hammerstone.
you can't disagree that the young lady has power. And
Have you seen her before pictures? Before she became physically who she is? We got to tip her cap. This gal
she's worked hard.
She's worked hard to get in the physical condition
Yes.
that she's in.
Yes.
She was a lot heavier. You've seen a lot of her before and after pictures. So
Yes.
I've got to tip my cap to her for that, as well as what she's done in the ring, being that powerhouse. So, I'm happy for Mickey.
And I look at the other females that are in Impact, and Jordan was the right one to have the belt. Okay, I'm just glad. And there's going to come a time Mickey is going to lose the belt. They showed her son last night and her mom and dad in the ring with her, and Victoria was there.
Mm-hmm.
Who's a good friend of hers, and I'm trying to think of the third one out of the trio that have their podcast on Wednesday Melina have their podcast on Wednesday afternoons. But I'm glad for Mickey. Mickey, I I was fortunate, along with the rest of us, to meet Mickey a few months back out at Sam's Town, and what a charming lady.
I would love, hopefully when we're out there, I would love to see if we can get her on the show.
That'd be awesome.
So.
Thomas, you're at the table if we get her on the show. I got news for you.
He's going to be on the table on Boulder Highway.
They rejected him.
All right, let's go back to AEW
Where we at,
results
brother?
here.
Where we
The
at?
Elite beat Death Triangle in the ladder match to win the seventh match to become the Trios champions.
Are we surprised?
Nope. Don't
do
care.
Do you want to give them our comment?
Blah.
Exactly.
It was a good match, though.
Just spot fest.
All seven matches were good matches, but those titles were meant for the Elite, and they just had to build it up a big story.
Could have just given it back at the
The
pay-per-view.
Elite.
Didn't have to go through this whole match.
Wouldn't it have been exciting if Death Triangle would have won? Because we weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
Everybody's expecting the Elite to win it because of the Bucks and Kenny Omega and AEW. All right. To me, I would have rather seen Death Triangle win it after the fifth match. That to me would be more.
That would have been way better.
That would be, to me, would been more unexpected. Unexpected.
That's very good. That's 4.
That's 4.
Yeah.
See,
You heard yourself.
You still pay
I know.
attention.
My false teeth are almost
They
came
were
out of the mouth. Yeah, they were.
I saw that.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
next-
to me,
next
that
topic's for you there, Joe.
Yep.
that would have been more interesting.
Let's
In
talk
my-
about
in my
more
opinion.
interesting.
In my
Adam
opinion.
Cole, baby.
We're gonna let Brandy take this next one. Go for it.
Go ahead, Brandy. Go for it.
I'm so happy he's back, and he came back as a face, and it's a great thing. I love me some Adam Cole. That's what my doggy's named after.
Phil,
I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's finally healed and over the
I'm
concussion.
so glad Adam Cole's back.
Just
It's great. And to be a baby face
Okay.
now.
take
I look forward to. I don't know if I want Brian to win the title in March, or if I want them to hold off and have Adam Cole win in May.
Here at Double or Nothing.
Oh, if Adam Cole wins the belt here, I will lose my shit
Yes.
completely.
what belt?
The
AEW.
Against
World
MJF?
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't care who he beats.
Because I just like
He hasn't been back on TV long enough to even get a championship
By
shot.
May,
We're
they
talking
can
about
build it
May.
up.
No, that's 5 months. That ain't enough.
Exactly. That's 5 months. You're
That
talking
ain't
about
enough.
that for WrestleMania.
There ain't enough. He ain't been on TV long enough. There's other people in that organization like Wardlow who should get a shot at it and got shafted.
Not when they keep botching them out
So-
to Samoa Joe.
So I'll defer to you.
All right.
I agree with Wardlow. I'm with you there, Chief.
Give the man a little time. Let him come back. Let him get into wrestling shape. I'm sure he's got ring rust on him. I'm not saying he's not a good wrestler, because he is, but He's got to wait his time.
Okay, defend this one then. If Adam Cole has to wait 5 months to even be considered a champion,
Talk
to
to
get a
him.
championship match,
Yeah.
justify me how your up and coming female wrestler of the year, Charlotte Flair,
Exactly.
got a championship match in what 5 minutes and won the
Because
belt.
who
She
else?
wasn't there for a year.
Who else is on there that's worth a shit?
On SmackDown,
Same thing for AEW.
Raquel.
Who else is worth a shit? Besides
I just gave a name
Raquel Gonzalez.
No, she's not on you said AEW.
No, we're talking
I'm
about.
saying Wardlow.
We're talking in the same aspect of Charlotte Flair
and I
coming back in
understand it.
5 minutes. and
I
getting a
understand
title.
it. Okay, I understand.
Hey.
But we were talking about Adam Cole.
And then you said who is worth it in WWE, and we
No,
said
I
Raquel.
did not say that.
No, he did not. Matt brought up in comparison the scenario of Chief saying Adam Cole should wait 5 months. Matt is saying, well, why would it be any different?
I'm
But
gonna
it's fine when it's Charlotte Flair. But if it's
Let
Adam Cole, you
let
gotta
me
wait
give
a year.
you another scenario that I talked to Thomas about this week. That's Cody Rhodes. How long has Cody Rhodes been out of wrestling?
6 months. Almost
At
7.
least.
Yeah.
At least. But yet the talk is he's going to come back and get a championship match at WrestleMania.
He's going to win the Royal Rumble.
Okay? My opinion, he's not worthy of getting a match at WrestleMania in May.
Even if he wins
So,
Royal Rumble?
so then what makes it different for Charlotte?
I'm
is
not talking
he's
about
not
Charlotte.
No,
We're
no.
just comparing
Yeah,
scenarios.
he's not
That's all that the
Comparing-
all right.
He's
comparing
not
the same
advocating
thing
for-
Charlotte was
So
out
you're
for
telling me
months.
if the top
Who
star,
else?
No, just bring it down. That's all.
Who else? Give me another female
Raquel.
on SmackDown.
Raquel.
No,
Liv Morgan,
no. Hell no.
Ronda Rousey,
No, that one no.
God.
Dewdrop.
Where's she been?
She's been out like with a
She's
bad
been
illness.
injured
and
and
stuff.
she can't get out of the country. All right. Before we move forward with
What
birthdays and
country?
everything else, I'm going to step aside for a quick break. However, before we go to break,
What country?
she's from Britain or something, isn't
Oh,
she?
Yes, it's from the UK.
I just asked.
No. You're
All right.
fine. Before we go to break, I'm going to ask the cameraman to focus in on Mr. Matt. And from Mr. Matt has a few comments. Then he's going to take us to break. And then when we come back, we're going to do birthdays. We're going to wrap things up. So we're just going to make a quick camera adjustment here. And we'll have Matt. There's something that he'd like to say as an editorial comment. And then Matt will take us to break for us to come back and wrap up with birthdays and pop culture and maybe some NFL predictions. Matt, take it away.
I see people online that are watching this show and want to be extremely petty about nonsense. Maybe if you worry more about your personality, the quality of your shows, production, and everything else, not worrying about upgrading stuff, I think you put more shit into your memes recently than you did in your shows the last 2 years. Maybe act more mature, pay your bills correctly, and maybe you might be successful at some goddamn point in your life. Now let's go to break. Come up.
This is the story of one man's incredible journey from 350 to 200-pound weight loss and his mission to help and inspire others. Aaron Phillips. People are praising Aaron's new book with 5-star reviews. Aaron's various humorous and wildly entertaining stories portray his rise as a sports announcer, his encounters with exotic and irregular entertainers on the Las Vegas Strip through his long-running Vegas Unwrapped radio show, and his contagious and positive style of pursuing success. Call now or visit our website or Amazon now to get your copy of Let My Voice Speak to You, stories from a Hall of Fame radio personality. Order now.
Hi, everybody. Aaron Phillips here, inviting you to join me every Saturday from 12 to 1 p.m. right here on Worldwide Digital Broadcasting TV on my show, Aaron's Hour with Aaron Phillips. I bring to you the movers and shakers of Las Vegas and really all around the world. It's also fun, entertaining, silly, goofy, informative, everything you'd want to be entertained by on a Saturday, except no politics, no religion. As I said, it's designed to be a fun show. Remember, that's every Saturday from 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific, right here, Aaron's Hour, Worldwide Digital Broadcasting TV.
gentlemen.
We're back as the other guys are gone. We're back at our nice, high quality, great studio.
So where do we want to go?
Where are we going?
Where are we gonna go?
We're
Really quick about Frankie Kazarian. That came out of left field. Him leaving AEW and
Hey.
signing with Impact.
Yeah, he kind of just came back, and I want to see him in Impact just because he's lost in the shuffle in AEW.
He was very lost.
Maybe he'll be like put back into the fold in Impact Wrestling and hopefully get on like top of the card.
He can definitely go to like the X Division title, and then they can put him in the world title picture.
He's
after
still a
while.
great wrestler, and his family's freaking funny. We were at a couple Impact tapings when like he was there, and he's married to Tracy Brooks, and they have a couple children. And me and Scott were in the thing, and they were sitting like right behind us. And when Frankie came out, they started booing the hell out of him. We're all like, "Are you guys serious?" They were like going along with the whole thing. It was funny.
By the way, Tom Crawford put into the chat room as an FYI, not to digress off of Kazarian. Dewdrop was actually here in Vegas yesterday, apparently for a photo shoot at FSW yesterday afternoon.
Oh,
So there you go. So much for my current information.
Yeah.
Shouldn't your historian know that?
No, historian. Agent, yes. Historian, no.
All right. With that, what do you say we turn to some birthdays and then we can talk about the NFL, make some predictions, unless there's anything else I've missed on our run. I'm sorry. The irony of what you put here on the back page about a championship belt, I thought would be pretty funny. With the Jaguars in the NFL playoffs, there's a small chance that WWE would have to send a WWE championship belt to Tony Khan and his father.
Yeah, not happening. We don't have to worry about that. That's not happening. That's not happening. We don't have to worry about that.
Well, I think they'll beat San Diego, but I'm jumping the shark on predictions. All right. With that, it is time now for us to celebrate some birthdays. That's right, ladies and germs. If you're celebrating, what am I saying? I have no idea.
Happy
If you're
birthday
celebrating a birthday
to
today,
you.
January 14th through next Friday,
Happy birthday
January 20th, you are
to
celebrating with these people. If we can tune up the band with that song, which is, I'm sure, is what you're searching for there, Mr. Producer. Yes?
Happy birthday
No.
You don't have the birthday song that we used last week?
No,
to you.
Why?
because it ain't here.
We gave it to you last week. You used it.
I know.
Okay. Never mind. January
One
15th.
job, Mr. Producer. One job.
Happy birthday to Kelly.
Trains off the track.
Happy birthday to Kelly, Shane McMahon, Bo Buchanan, Eddie Graham, and Tucker. January 16th, Luke Robinson, Sir Oliver Humperdinck. January 17th, Andy Kaufman, Chase Stevens, and Mordecai. January 18th, Batista, Joe Toots Mont, Ted DiBiase, Adam O'Reiner, and Mark Briscoe. Hey, if you're celebrating a birthday, Jesus criminy, celebrating a birthday. January 19th, Pat Patterson, R-Truth, Tyler Breeze, Sonny Blaze. January 20th, you have Joy Giovanni and Carl Anderson. And last but not least, on the 21st, which would be a week from today. So that's actually, we should have ended it yesterday, but I'll give it next Saturdays anyway.
Please do.
Polish Power, Ivan Putski, Maurice, Mark Curtis, Tigress, and the great manager himself and performer, longtime wrestling manager Bruno Sammartino, Mr. Arnold Skolin. So if you are celebrating a birthday with all of these people, we want to wish you a happy birthday across the board and hope that you'll be back with us next week in one piece celebrating a nice birthday week. All right, so happy birthday to everybody. Once again, I want to remind everybody, if you have a special shout-out birthday or anniversary or something you'd like us to acknowledge, please, by all means, feel free to leave the information on the Thoughts Count Anywhere Facebook page. Gentlemen, I hate fucking trains. Anyway,
It's been
Lisa Marie Presley passed away yesterday. Thoughts and prayers go out to the Presley family. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
no.
cut you off.
You're good.
That
You're
was that's
That's a
shocking.
shocker.
That's sad and shocking that
Yes.
she passed away.
And she was at the Golden Globes 2 days before and was being interviewed on the red carpet. So
I think she had cardiac arrest like a month ago. They said.
the Presley family once again, unfortunately, gets bitten by life.
And she is going to be put to rest at Graceland.
Oh, okay. Next to
Nice.
that. That's good. That's good. All right. Today, in about 2.5 hours, roughly, the start of the NFL playoffs begin.
The
Wild card.
49ers are going to smoke the goddamn Seahawks.
Okay, so
Even Pete Carroll did an interview and was like, unfortunately, we got to play the 49ers, and they're stacked and hot, and they know they're screwed.
Oh yeah, they know they're done.
So we're just going to go around the table. I have a runoff of the games this weekend. I was just simply put your initial next to the team pick that you make as we go around the horn, so we can have some fun next week and see how bad our predictions were. So Thomas, Seattle or the Niners?
Niners.
You
Okay.
would have said the other team, you're fucking
No,
fired for real.
I wouldn't go there.
Brandy,
Niners.
Chief.
Buffalo.
Special.
They don't play till next week or tomorrow
No, we play
or
tomorrow.
later, whatever.
You sound like a Canadian nuclear bomb.
Seattle or Niners?
Seattle.
Ooh, going against the green in San Francisco. Next game
like it.
tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern. My New York Giants go back to Minnesota, where they lost by a point on a 61-yard field goal on Christmas Eve as time expired. Of course, I'm taking the Giants. By the way, I took the Niners as well. Matt, playing in
I'll go
Minnesota,
with-
by the way.
Honestly, I have to go Vikings.
Okay. Chief,
Vikings.
Thomas.
I gotta go with the Giants. I like Barkley. Then just give them pound the ball with Barkley.
Suck up.
No, it's prime time.
Oh, that's
Cousin
right.
sucks at prime time. We all
I'm
know
supposed
that.
to be near the microphone. Suck up.
Brandy.
I'm going to say Vikings.
Okay. Cowboys and Buccaneers on Monday Night Football. Dallas visiting Tampa Bay. Thomas.
Tampa, you can't go against Brady.
Brandy.
I always go against Brady.
And how many times have you been wrong?
So that means you're taking Dallas?
Yep, because I can't stand Brady.
Chief.
Is this an early game?
It is a Monday night game.
football.
Monday Night Football.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm gonna watch Raw, so I don't care about this game. So
Just give me a team where I'll pick it.
you can
Please.
pick them.
Matt.
I'm going to go Cowboys just so the Cowboys fans can hold on to their hope a week longer.
Tampa Bay Tom Brady is 7-0 against the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott has never beaten the Bucket. Well, he hasn't had a chance
then
to
it's his
face Tom
time.
Brady. I think this.
It's not
I
Dak's
want to
time.
listen. I'm not a big fan of either team, but I hate Dallas more, so I'd rather see Dallas go down than Tampa.
And
So-
God, I don't want to see Tom Brady as the quarterback out here in Las Vegas, fans. I'm just putting that out there.
I can't disagree with you
either.
on that. The Philadelphia Eagles, the number one seed in the NFC, gets a bye. Let's turn our attention now over to the AFC.
Right?
Let's see. I could skip Thomas for this question. Miami Dolphins going up to Buffalo. Miss Brandy.
I'm pulling for Buffalo for the whole thing. So
Okay. Matt.
The Miami, I'm just kidding.
Miami
Buffalo-
Bills. The Miami Bills.
The Buffalo Bills are going to the damn Super Bowl. It's going to be Niners.
Buffalo.
Okay. And I, too, am taking Buffalo. By the way, there was some criticism around the NFL league about after Monday's game when he got injured, and thank God, by the way, he got released out of the hospital, is now home, that the past weekend there were a lot of teams doing some celebrations that were not so kosher, so to speak, where one team, and I don't remember who it was, somebody scored a sack or a touchdown or whatever, and one of his teammates came over, pretended to do CPR on the guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh,
That was the Steelers.
So much for feeling the way we felt about that situation coming together when we do that kind of stuff. And by the way, I never said this the week after, but my linebacker Thibodeau, number 5, when they played their last regular season game, and I forgot it, I don't even remember they were playing. He injured the sack, and the quarterback was injured, and he's writhing in pain. And sitting next to him, Thibodeau, number 5, he's doing a snow angel right next to him as a
Oh, yeah,
trainer.
that was a couple weeks ago.
And I was yelling at the screen. I'm like, dude, that ain't good to do. So we got to watch this stuff. Really, I hate all the celebrations. It's garbage.
but did you see that DeMar put in the request for the trademark for after he woke up? Who won the game?
Who won
Oh
the game?
well, you know what? If he does, God bless him. I think it'll be a good
He'll be
thing.
at next week's game. They're going to save him to come out for the Bengal game. He's not going to be at this week's game. He'll be at next week when we play Cincinnati.
All right, I think that'll be good for the crowd as well. All right,
Aaron,
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
as I said before, it takes all kinds of people in the world,
Mhm.
and some people are just assholes.
Yeah,
And
like
I'll leave-
another podcast.
And I'll leave it at that, brother.
Okay. Baltimore Ravens visit Cincinnati on Sunday, 8:15 p.m. It's a primetime game. Ravens going in with no Lamar Jackson.
So they're going to get slaughtered,
So you're taking Cincinnati.
unfortunately.
Brandy,
Cincinnati.
Chief,
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Okay, clean sweep there as well. And probably one of the most interesting games and possible upset, we're looking at 5 versus 4. The Chargers traveling east on Saturday primetime, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Matt.
Sorry, all of you AEW people, but the Chargers are winning that game.
Chief.
I'm going with Jacksonville.
Brandy.
San Diego.
Thomas.
Jaguars, they're going to get the Chargers going to get a heavy dose of ETN. They just got to run the ball. Chargers don't have Mike Williams. He has a fractured back, so.
And I, too, am going to take the Jaguars. Historically in the NFL, West Coast teams traveling east in general don't really fare very well. They are playing at home. You got Doug Peterson, the Chargers coach, very questionable in his coaching this year. I'm taking the Jaguars to at least get out of this
He's going to
round.
be done. Once they lose tonight, they'll fire him on Monday.
That means the Kansas City Chiefs have the bye. So that's our picks. By the way, all these picks purely for entertainment purposes. Do not bet your house or your salaries or anything like that. Purely for entertainment purposes.
You can bet your house on the 49ers. It's going to happen.
Doug Peterson,
Yeah, coach of the Jaguars.
he'll be around. He ain't going nowhere.
No,
No.
we're talking
You can
about
bet your house,
the Chargers.
especially if your mommy paid for
we're
it.
about the
too.
coach of the Chargers.
The Chargers. I'm sorry.
Say that.
I'm sorry.
I said you can bet your house if your mommy paid for it too. It's fine. She'll buy you another one. You can park your RV in front of it.
And put your antennas up on top of it.
You want some memes, buddy? Here you go.
Okay. Any other? Did we miss anything on the run sheet? I don't think so. I think, believe it or not, we covered it. I'm going to go over to Studio 1A over there, get some final thoughts and ideas, and bring up any topic that perhaps we may have missed.
I don't think we missed anything on
Okay.
that.
It says thoughts on women's tag match from Rampage, but I don't even know who was in it.
Oh, it was Soraya and Tony Storm against
Oh, yeah.
the Good Doctor and Jamie Hayter.
Wrong show, buddy. It was
Rampage,
Taya
sorry.
and Anna versus Ruby Soho and,
And Willow Nightingale, yeah.
Willow Nightingale.
The bloodbath.
The bloodbath that happened after the fact.
Oops.
Jesus.
Oh, there was a bloodbath.
Almost,
It's
Sorry, you were at
HW.
FSW.
almost as
Sorry.
good as Britt Baker's.
I would even say maybe more.
You think so?
Oh,
Okay, I'm just throwing it out there.
even maybe Ric Flair's worst blood crimson mask that he ever wore. I would say Ruby was worse than that,
Wow.
in my opinion.
It was pretty bad.
And we've seen Flair get a lot
Was
of
it
crimson
that kind of
masks,
match? Was it a special match or?
Him and Dusty.
right?
Holy
Damn.
Jesus.
We don't have. Maybe next week we'll get a picture of that over to John, and we can put that up. But that is a picture that
Was it? What caused that? What happened?
I think it was a bad chair shot or something.
it happened early in the match. though,
Yeah,
didn't
that was
it?
pretty early.
Yeah, happened early in the
Damn,
match.
chair shot to the head. They got to freaking quit that.
I just wish for Ruby they would push her finally, because she did not get her just due, as we all talked about with WWE. I would love for her to finally. Now I know she was injured; she had a broken nose, not too long ago, etc. But nonetheless, I would like her to really get going on a bigger stage. Brandy, final comments or thoughts on anything that you'd like to add?
There's a FSW show coming up at the end of the month, and Pride Style show today if you have nothing to do.
And where's that?
Pride Style is downtown somewhere on First Street or something like that. I don't know.
Nice
Las
plug.
Vegas Theater Academy or something like
It's
that.
it's near Oki and I'm blanking on it. Crap. But
It's-
across
What
from
place?
the, huh?
What place are you talking about?
Where Versus is.
No, it's
Oh.
not at Versus. It's a different. It's Las
it's
Vegas.
okay,
Yeah, it's
I
not the
apologize.
Versus Theater.
Sorry.
I'm looking it up
It's
now.
okay.
Okay, that's all right. You look that up, Matt, as we get ready to ring out and close out this show for this week.
Are we doing final thoughts?
We're
Vegas Theater Company.
okay. Vegas Theater Company. Cool. Thank you very much. Yeah, we are just about, unless there's something else I missed. I don't know if there's something else that we didn't cover that you guys would like to. All right. Nothing like dead air on a TV
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
So, Patrick, thank you very much. I see your message there. Scott, rolling on the floor laughing about something as always, and we appreciate that. Well, Patrick, I'm not sure what you've learned. We'll check and compare notes later. All right. Chief, I'm going to go to you first for final thoughts.
Folks, I'm the senior statesman on this dais here. And I've seen a lot of things in my life. And when you're constantly bashed and constantly bashed and constantly bashed, I've got one thing to say to you. If you have a problem, come see me and we'll work it out. If you have the guts.
Oh, they don't.
Okay. I'll be here 8 o'clock next Saturday morning. You got the guts? Come over and see me. Or quit doing what you're doing and act like an adult. For the rest of you, my fans, y'all have a great week. Know that I love you. And I'll see you next Saturday.
Matt, go ahead.
I'll go last.
You'll go. Well, usually I do my sign
Oh,
off.
I'll go second to last.
Well, I already did them over there. Unless you have something.
Just be safe, everyone. Have a great week.
Thank you. Brandy.
Yes, be safe. Have a great week. Live life.
Okay.
Everybody have a good, safe week. Hope everyone enjoys themselves. We are in like a new studio, and this is a green screen. But unlike other people, John's mom didn't pay for it. So if you're gonna go down this road of being petty, and you gotta ask for loans constantly because you can't afford to pay your own goddamn bills, and you have to ask somebody else to pay their bills, and you really want to mock somebody that you're not gonna pay them. My job has a bunch of good lawyers on standby, and small claims court is right up the street from my work. And if you don't got the money to pay for your cable bill, I highly doubt you have the money to pay for anything else. So if you're going to be petty, knock it the fuck off, because you don't want to open this can of worms, buddy. Everybody else, have a great week. For the other one, your time's ticking. That's all I got.
Love you, brother.
Thank you for watching, everybody. 1 hour from now, Aaron's Hour will be up. My guest coming up in 1 hour, Mystic Mona and Kyle Martin. Kyle does a great work as the Piano Man, Billy Joel, Elton John, and of course, Mystic Mona has been on before. We love Mystic Mona. She's been on Jimmy Kimmel. If you'd like to have your cards read, I would say call in, but we know the phones are having some issues. But you can put your message in the chat room, and I know Mystic Mona will have the opportunity to give you your reading, whether you want to know something important, specific, or just in general. With that, I'm going to follow up Matt's comments by saying this. Be kind to everybody. Why is that? We're all we have, whether you like it or not. All you had to fucking do was ask why.
Love
See you
you
next time. Bye.